After a tough Game 7 loss in the Stanley Cup Finals, the Edmonton Oilers didn't wait long to make big moves.
Stanley Cup final goal in the building he was drafted. Going all the way. Scores! What a brilliant piece of work. McDavid to Perry.
They made huge signings to make their team even better.
Cross to McDavid. Moves to the outside. Works his way. What a goal! Wow!
Their team is even deeper now, so they don't have to rely on McDavid and Draisaitl as much during the season.
That was center in front. Scores! It's over! 32 seconds in, redirected from the slot. McDavid home, free, scores! The game is tied! Off the stick of Connor McDavid!
I can't imagine what a more rested McDavid would do in the playoffs. The Oilers now have the best forward lineup in the entire NHL in my opinion.
Other side of the ice comes to meet Middlestat on the right side, trying to get to the net, scores! Skinner! Off the stick of Tage Thompson. This line is dancing. Skinner scores! That was magic by the entire group.
Their biggest signing was the signing of Jeff Skinner. I think that we're going to see Skinner play his best hockey with the Oilers.
Nice or something. As here's McDavid with a pass in front, they score!
With Skinner, we can see a similar situation like when Hyman joined the Oilers.
7 minutes remaining here in the second period. Zach Hyman back in. Shifting gears, scores!
Comes into the zone. He's wheeling and dealing. McDavid, a pass in front. The shot is blocked and they score!
This past season, we got to see Hyman play his best hockey. And I think this upcoming season, he's going to be even better.
McDavid corrals the puck behind the net. Moves out in front. Dishes. Shooting and scoring is Zach Hyman!
It was great that the Oilers were able to re-sign Adam Henrique. He was the two-way forward that they were expecting him to be.
To Adam Henrique as he wires one home!
Stuart Skinner also made huge progress this past season. Him and Picker should be a great goalie duo this season.
To the Burkhardt, Skinner! Big stop off Aaron Ekblad, so Stuart Skinner.
His incredible performances in the playoffs should give him the experience that he needs to become one of the top goalies in the NHL. I think this upcoming season will be his best season so far. Skinner has showed everyone that he has the potential to help the Oilers win a Stanley Cup.
Oilers, and a little bonus on that one. Here comes Draisaitl, back to Draisaitl, scores!
McDavid down low, Draisaitl from his spot, and it's Nugent Hopkins who scores on the power play. Back to McDavid, Draisaitl scores!
Now that Draisaitl is going into his last year of his contract, I think we're going to see him play his best hockey. He's going to show everyone that he's worth a massive contract extension.
Crossing the red line, rink wide, what a move by Arvidsson! Scores!
The signing of Victor Arvidsson was very underrated. Playing on a highly offensive team like the Oilers will get Arvidsson back on track.
Kempe holding at the goal line, touch pass in front, score! Victor Arvidsson!
McDavid on the move. Here's Draisaitl back. Bouchard moving in. Infant scores! Went off a Canuck stick!
Evan Bouchard had a massive breakout season. This past season and playoff run established Bouchard as one of the top 10 best defensemen in the NHL in my opinion.
McDavid, a pass across, one-timer coming up, and a goal from Evan Bouchard on the power play!
To the line, Bouchard again, scores!
Bouchard put up the third most points by a defenseman in a playoff run. If Bouchard has another season like this one, he's going to get a massive contract extension.
Again, as the shutdown pair for Dallas is out, Ekholm moves up. Here's Ekholm in front, backdoor, scores! Coming here, looks like a 3-on-1. Ekholm scores! A first shot goal by Mattias Ekholm. It's turned over. Here's Draisaitl looking to center. Ekholm scores! A quick response.
Ekholm has been that strong two-way D-man that the Oilers were expecting when they got him. He's played a huge part in improving the Oilers defensively. If the Oilers are going to take another step in improving defensively, they're going to need more out of Nurse.
And that gives McDavid room. Drops, Nurse scores! Bouchard fires wide. Rebound. Nugent Hopkins scores!
After less offensive production from Nugent Hopkins in the season, he made up for it in the playoffs.
Occupied with it. Here's McDavid in front. Scores! Nugent Hopkins! Jules got a piece, but Nugent Hopkins scores!
I could see Nugent Hopkins bouncing back this season by getting 90 points.
Evander Kane with Connor Brown. Kane looking for Brown. Score!
We should also be expecting a massive bounce back season from Connor Brown. In the playoffs, we started to see him play like he did before his injury.
The line, and that pass broken up. Maybe a break. It's Connor Brown in alone, looking for Shorty. Scores! Here's Perry. McDavid stayed onside. McDavid in front. What a beauty! Dylan Holloway.
I could see Dylan Holloway having a breakout season as well. I noticed a big improvement in his game in the playoffs. And Broberg is another young player like Holloway who will continue to improve as he plays more NHL games.
The offense is up. Broberg has scored! Philip Broberg from the point! Back it comes Broberg, a high shot, scores!
With Connor McDavid leading the way, everyone around him should be motivated to elevate their game.
Swings wide, takes the shot, scores! Connor McDavid through the wickets.
Here's Tuck. Nice pass, far side. Skinner scores! Walks around Elliott and buries it to give Buffalo a 3-2 lead.
Jeff Skinner will especially be motivated to play in his first playoffs.
In the offensive zone, here's a chance for Skinner. Scores!
The race full goal the other way. It's McDavid that scores!
Arvidsson will be determined as well to try to win his first Stanley Cup.
There's Arvidsson the other way, moving in, he scores! Victor Arvidsson ties the game at 2. Off Nugent Hopkins, chips it down low, opponent front gate.
And a face-off, what? Scores! Evander Kane!
Edmonton will for sure be expecting more from Kane, but it was obviously his injury last season that slowed him down.
Hyman, Kane, one-timer score! The hat trick! It's the winner!
Once Kane gets fully healthy from his injury, I think he's going to get back on track.
That's when it goes to work here. Here's a center pass. Adam Henrique.
Edmonton will need their bottom 6 forwards like Janmark to continue to contribute if they're going to have another winning season.
In the chance, scores! Matthias Janmark. Stop. Bobrovsky. Bouchard again. 9 seconds. Scores! A boost bomb.
Edmonton for sure has the best power play in the NHL, but this upcoming season they're going to have a second unit that should be able to contribute more. This will allow their first unit to be more fresh when it's playoff time.
Looking, passing, Draisaitl, scores!
With all this being said, the Edmonton Oilers are now a more complete team and are the favorites to win the Stanley Cup.
Scores! Ryan Nugent Hopkins!
I can't wait to see the Edmonton Oilers try to make another push to win the Stanley Cup this upcoming season.
Scores! Leon Draisaitl! Back to Bouchard, back to McDavid, into the slot, Draisaitl scores!
Takes it, now it's McDavid moving to the net, one-timer, Draisaitl scores!
If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to my channel.